People in the restaurant still talk about the moment it happened, when a mud-covered woman pushed open the door holding her little girl's hand. Everyone stared, some laughed under their breath, others whispered, and a few even pulled their phones out to record. But none of them knew what had happened only 20 minutes earlier, and none of them expected the man in the suit, the one everyone thought was untouchable, to stand up and say 5 words that silenced the whole place: "Your table is with me." The rainy evening had already soaked the streets when Sarah tightened her grip on her daughter Lily's small hand. Their car had skidded off the narrow road and gotten stuck in wet soil near a construction site. With no signal, no one passing by, and Lily shivering from the cold, Sarah did the only thing she could. She carried Lily through the mud, slipping and falling twice, her clothes ruined, her hair dripping, but never letting her daughter touch the ground. By the time she reached the main road and found a restaurant with lights still on, her legs were trembling, and Lily's lips were turning pale. She didn't care what she looked like, she just needed warmth, food, and a place to sit for her frightened child. But the moment they stepped inside, the whispers began. "God, look at them," a woman said loudly. "This isn't a shelter." A group of teenagers snickered. A man shook his head judgmentally. Someone near the counter muttered, "People like this shouldn't be allowed inside." Sarah lowered her eyes, shielding Lily from the cruel stares. Lily tugged on her sleeve gently, whispering, "Mom, can we go home?" But they had nowhere else to go. She approached the waiter, her voice barely steady as she asked for a table. The waiter looked her up and down and sighed. "Ma'am, we can't have you both sit here. Other customers will complain." "Maybe try somewhere," he didn't finish. Because at that exact moment, a chair slid back across the floor, and a tall man in a navy suit stood up. He walked toward them with calm, steady steps. People recognized him instantly: Daniel Hart, the owner of the restaurant chain, a man known for running businesses worth millions. The staff straightened nervously, the whispers stopped like someone hit a switch. Daniel glanced at Sarah, then at Lily, and without hesitation he smiled warmly. "Your table is with me," he said, placing his hand gently on Lily's back and guiding them to his private booth. Every eye followed them as he waved for the waiter. "Bring them whatever they need," he ordered, "and make it quick." Once they were seated, Sarah tried to apologize. "I'm sorry, we didn't mean to cause a scene. Our car got stuck," and Lily, her voice cracked. Daniel shook his head. "You don't owe anyone an explanation. Your daughter is cold. You did the right thing." Lily looked up at him with wide, curious eyes. "Are you a boss?" she asked innocently. Daniel laughed for the first time that night. "Something like that." He removed his jacket and wrapped it around Lily's shoulders, noticing how small she looked inside it. When their food arrived, Sarah watched Lily eat, finally warming up, and tears filled her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered. "Nobody else even wanted to look at us." Daniel leaned forward. "People forget that mud washes off. But kindness stays." Across the restaurant, the same people who laughed now sat silently, ashamed. They had judged a mother who walked through mud just to keep her child safe, something none of them had ever had to do. Sarah told him everything: the road, the rain, the car stuck in mud, the fear of being stranded with her daughter. Daniel listened without interrupting once. And when she finished, he didn't offer pity, he offered help. "I'll send someone to get your car out," he said. "And until then, you're not going anywhere alone. I'll drop you home myself." Lily beamed. "Can we come here again?" Daniel smiled warmly. "You and your mom are welcome anytime." When they finally stood up to leave, the same people who mocked them earlier now moved aside silently, eyes lowered. Not because of Daniel's status, but because of Sarah's strength, and how her love for her daughter had exposed their own lack of compassion. And as Daniel walked them out into the night, holding an umbrella over their heads, Lily looked back through the glass and waved at the restaurant that had once judged them, and now stood changed. By the time they reached their car the next morning, cleaned and pulled from the mud, Sarah understood the moment everyone else had missed. sometimes the person who looks broken is the one fighting the hardest. And sometimes the one who seems powerful is simply the one who chooses to stand with them, and that's why no one in that restaurant ever forgot the night a millionaire stood up and said, "Your table is with me."